Hey there, HFP members. Hope everyone's having an amazing 4th of July and really celebrating this day of independence and freedom. Freedom is actually a core value of mine, which is the reason also why I set up this practice the way it is. You know, when we look at healthcare, there's a lot of options out there, but unfortunately, because of all the restrictions, we're not able to implement quite as many in one setting at a time or in general in a timely manner to give you the best benefit. So that's where I'm headed, and that's the direction we're going. That's why I'm excited about the new equipment coming in to help with your overall human function performance. But real quick, diving in, you know, growing up, had a lot of injuries, which is why I got to the place I am. You know, really wanted to work with professional athletes, business professionals like yourself, but understanding why. You know, this is a big reason for a lot of us coming into a certain setting. And, you know, what are we going to get out of it? You know, what's the purpose moving forward? And so for me, whenever I had injuries, you know, obviously wanted to get out of the pain, wanted to be able to function better, work out, you know, go play a certain sport, but also just feel better. I mean, I just wanted to make life easier, not more complicated, right? So when we look at this equipment coming in, or maybe the certain services that I want to offer and help y'all's benefit as far as moving forward in the recovery process, it's all about time and money. So when we understand time and money, meaning, you know, how can I get you there at a faster pace, costing a lot less? And so the setup I have is definitely different than most traditional practices, but understanding the reason is because a lot of this stuff costs a lot more to implement. So again, looking at the whole practice as a whole, you know, what is it that I can do to provide you more value and give the biggest, you know, benefit when it comes to overall human function performance? So moving into it, you know, some of the new equipment I'm excited about because I wanted to just kind of preface it with, you know, when I look at someone coming in, it's, you know, there's some serious conditions where maybe someone has some underlying health issues. Some people may just have a certain injury that they maybe sustained working out, or maybe it was work related. And others, you know, they're just trying to stay active and they want to know what they can do to operate or optimize their actual working out or their performance when it comes to going to the gym and just doing their normal daily activities. And so when I look at this, I look at equipment or anything I bring into, it's got to have a specific purpose. You know, I think of physical therapy. I don't think of just working the muscles or doing some exercise. I'm looking at it as a whole. We're looking at the blood. You know, how does the cardiovascular system function? How does the nerves function? You know, what is your nutrition like? So there's a lot of factors in understanding the layers of the body, how the body is made up, but also in general how the body recovers. Because one of the biggest missed opportunities that most people have is the recovery phase. They'll go through all this hard work of working out or just in general through stress of life or activities throughout the day, but they never give themselves a chance to do the recovery process, which is where your body heals. So if we come up with a different approach, we understand, you know, the power of the body. The body has the amazing ability to heal itself. But if we don't give it that chance, then we're just ongoing. We're, you know, just backtracking. We don't have the ability to let the body heal itself, and we feel like we're kind of just stuck at times. So super excited to implement some of this new equipment. There will be more, so I know it's hard for me to keep a secret, so I just wanted to at least give you some of the details of some of the stuff coming here soon. One is going to be one of my favorite devices that I've been looking at for the last couple of years. Again, this is stuff that's not new to the market, but it's very new to, I would think, the general population. A lot of this stuff has been used by a lot of professional teams, whether it's athletes or business professionals, or maybe even really serious health issues. So, you know, I'll look at some of this equipment again. It's how to speed up the process and give you the best version of yourself that we can. So the first one's going to be the Hockit. And so this one's a cool device. You know, this always funny when I look at it, I think of like a little space shuttle getting into it. But what's cool about this is you have a lot of options now. I'll go more in depth on some of this equipment later on. Depending on how it's going to be utilized to your best benefit. But there's 10 different things that you can do at once. It's the collaboration doing different things at once. I always tell people this, you know, when we think about our body, the healing and how our body actually works, you have to think of all the systems working together. There's multiple systems, and if we don't, you know, understand that, we miss out on the bigger picture of understanding how we get everything collaborate together. So the Hockit is great. You know, it can heat up the body like a sauna. You got carbonic acid, which can go in there and actually infuse, open up the capillaries, some more blood flow. Then you can infuse the body with ozone, infrared, chromotherapy, light therapy, and also PEMF, pulse electric magnetic force. So you got a little therapy device in there. So very cool because we're not only looking at the electrical system of the body, but we're also looking at our chemistry. And so there's different systems in the body that we all connecting at once. And we do this all at once. It's super powerful. So I'm excited about that. The second is going to be the hyperbaric chamber. So many of you have heard of this. You know, it's when I was working with professional teams, a lot of the athletes would use this even at home to sleep in. So I don't recommend doing that, but you mean for a long extended period of time, it's actually better to do cycles because of we're going in and out of the pressure. So you've probably heard of Mount Everest, the tallest peak on Earth. So we think of something going from hypoxia, less oxygen, to the lowest, the Dead Sea, so out in Israel. So this is really cool because we got to go visit there. So just seeing the difference between the two and understanding how the change of oxygen, how the pressure systems can alter getting what we call oxygen or nutrients into our cells, the healing of the cells in the mitochondria. So very powerful. It's very simple. I just did this actually a couple weeks ago, and you just lay there. So you can do stuff, work on your phone, do some mind thinking, journaling, whatever you want. It's not scary at all. It's awesome. You know, it's one of those things that very powerful actually, that the results people are getting with it. And third one that you know, I'm excited about too is the infrared sauna. So when we think of light therapy, you think of the sun. You know, there's a lot of benefits, but there's a lot of different rays. So we have to understand there's certain rays that are more beneficial to us than others. And this one's got 3 in 1. So it's full body, which is really cool. And you can get all 3 infused at once. And when I think about different rays, far infrared, mid infrared, and near infrared, so you can hit different layers of the body depending on what you're working on as far as speeding up the process. And there's a couple more, like I said, I'm not going to spill the beans, but I'm excited about them coming here shortly. They're coming, so we'll just say that. But either way, understand that the body is a complicated system, but if I can help define that and say, you know what, here's where you start, here's the next part of your phase that you're coming into, the cycle, where maybe you're missing out on something, whether it's a movement in the body, you know, just a simple mobility issue, or maybe it's the way a certain tissue is not functioning. You know, maybe a tissue is not contracting. Maybe we're deficient in nutrients. There's testing that we can do. You know, I don't know if you know, I haven't got to go over in depth just yet, but there's different labs that we can run at home, or you can go to certain sites to get this done here, which is going to be another piece of this as far as your overall human function performance, is understanding, you know, one, where's the test and evaluation at? What's not happening as far as maybe what's not working quite like it should? Where do we start, you know, other than just the basic evaluation? So again, I'm going to say, when we talked first about this opening video of where we have freedom and we also have choices, we also have the choice to invest in our health. You know, what kind of lifestyle do you want to live, and what are you doing to maintain that? And so that's a big thing a lot of people don't think about. You know, over the years, now I've been doing this for 16 years, you know, a lot of times people come in and before they know it, they've gotten so caught up with work, you know, maybe it's travel, whatever it is. And then by the time it comes to maybe the later years of retirement or still wanting to be active, you know, the body's not quite, I would say, ready, or not say ready for it, but it can't handle it, because our cells in general, if they only have a half-life, and if we don't go in there and maintain the quality of those cells, it doesn't matter what medication you take or what surgery you get, you know, the cells can only be as congruent as they are efficient at their actual ability to work. So that's the purpose of all the stuff I have coming. And so again, it's understanding the power of this, and I guarantee if everyone understood, you know, how much this meant to your overall well-being, your lifestyle, but longevity, you know, if you had another 10, 20 years of quality living, would it be worth it? And so, you know, I think the more people start to learn about this and start to see it, you know, it's been implemented for a long time, but not so quite much in settings like this. So that's what I'm excited about. Again, for those who want to at least experience it, get the feel for it, want some more information, you know, I'll put links down at the below at in the email, where you can come in here and really, you know, try to pick and see which one's going to be best for you, because I know sometimes it can be a little bit confusing depending on, you know, where you're at in your journey. So some people are just kind of, you know, this is new to them, so it may not be quite there, but some of them, you know, you're diving in, you're really ready to go to the next level. So, you know, for the next week, offering a promotion, you know, so I don't like to say discount, because I don't feel like our bodies are worth that, or are worth more. You know, the value of our body, our health, is way up there. So I don't want to say we're discounting your health, but I do want to offer this at a reasonable price for those who really want to take advantage of this. So we're doing pre-orders for the next week. So if you want to take advantage of that, again, just click on the link below and shoot me a message, depending on, you know, what you have interest in. Along with that was a nutritional pack. So, you know, one of my friends had invested in the company with the co-founder of Nike, and they do a lot of stuff that's complementary to alternatives to meds. So you're not having to deal with the medication. It's not a medication. It's all natural to the body, but very successful. And they've been around for 12 years, and I've been using it for 12 years. So I can attest to it. So all that being said, it depends on where someone's at, whether they're trying to come in, lose weight, which detoxing the body is a huge thing, and understanding the healing process. If they're trying to come in and improve their sports performance, we use this a lot with the college and professional teams, even the locals here at TCU, SMU, Dallas Cowboys. And then we'll look at the lifestyle one. This is really for someone who's wanting to come in and just invest in their health, flood the body, flood the gates, you know, get everything in there, the nutrients. And if you add that in with these devices that go in there and help improve the blood flow to these areas, talk about healing and speeding up time. So not to be long-winded here, but I wanted to just share this with you and understand that the recovery phase is a very important phase. And as far as where human function performance is going, I hope you can be part of this, and then understanding your health is very important. And so again, along with freedom comes choices. So I hope you choose to invest in yourself.